Today we are going to start another topic, that is fundamental processes. This topic is very important and किसी भी लेवल पे हम हैं 11th 12th graduation post graduation, even for net students, this topic is very important. And I should say all the biology students should know this topic very well. As the name suggests, the fundamental processes, so we should know first of all, what do we mean by fundamental? Fundamental means it's a primary rule or a principle on which something is based, and this something, especially in case of biology or living organisms, this something is very important, because fundamental processes in case of life science, they are very essential and important for us, and they are natural processes on which our life is based. And I should say all the physiology of our lives, or even all the other living organisms, they are based on these fundamental processes. To start these processes, we must know some terms which are, when they get together, they are leading to these fundamental processes. So let us start with the very basic term, which is gene. To start with gene, to understand what is gene, we must know the meaning of gene. The meaning of gene is generation. So now we are clear that gene is something which is helping in generation, which is helping in helping the generations. Like we say that how can we define gene? Gene are the basic physical and functional unit of heredity. So functional unit of heredity means the processes which are transferring our characters from one generation to next. So gene is a functional unit of heredity, means these are the main basic units which are helping in transferring characters from one generation to next, and these genes are made up of DNA. That means DNA is the main thing, because it is making a gene. So now we have to see the detail of DNA. Before we go into that, I must tell you, this term gene was coined by a botanist whose name was Wilhelm Johnson. He coined this term, and when he coined this term, when he described the Mendelian units of heredity, we all know about Mendelism, where he said that there is some unit which is helping in, which is a unit of heredity. So this unit of heredity is known as gene, and this gene is termed by Wilhelm Johnson. So what happens, as we saying that these genes are made up of DNAs. And what are these DNAs? Before we go in the detailed structure of DNA, we will say roughly that the DNAs are the thread-like structure, and they are packed into a thread-like structure. I must say DNA molecules are packed into thread-like structure, and these thread-like structures are chromosomes. When we see chromosomes in detail, we see that there are some small dots on chromosomes, and these dots are denoted as gene. And there are two forms of gene which are known as alleles. So like this thread-like structure, I have made roughly chromosome, which is a packed material, which is made up of packed material, DNA, and this DNA will have some small bead-like structures which are genes. So that is why we are saying that genes are made up of DNA. And now these genes can be of 2-3 types on the basis of the functions. First, we say that the gene is also known as cistron. So what is this cistron? A cistron is a segment of DNA, that means genes, ऐसा gene which contains all the information necessary for the production of a single polypeptide. Polypeptide means the protein which is made up of many peptides. A single peptide, polypeptide की प्रोडक्शन के लिए जो सेगमेंट ऑफ डीएनए नेसेसरी हैं which are carrying all the information for the production of that single polypeptide, that is known as cistron. And this polypeptide, in case of cistron, it has structural sequences and regulatory sequences both. Now regulatory sequences means what? When we study about how gene expresses themselves, we see that the gene, that is the DNA, which is made up of DNA, it expresses itself in the form, finally in the form of a protein. Now this protein which is formed have some limits, like it will start forming from a point, we call it a start point or start signal, and that signal will help in the starting initiating the formation of that polypeptide or protein. And some other regulatory sequences are there which are known as stop signals, which will stop the synthesis of that particular polypeptide. So the regulatory sequences are those which will regulate the expression of the gene or the DNA in terms of starting signal and stop signals. So these are the codes, which like AUG is a starting code in case of eukaryotes, and stop signal is like UAG, UAA, these are the stop signals. So जहाँ कहीं भी ये कोड्स लग जाएंगे प्रोटीन में, दैट मीन्स उसके बाद प्रोटीन फॉर्मेशन नहीं होगी, और जहाँ ये कोड आ जाएगा AUG, दैट मीन्स वहाँ से उस कोड से द प्रोटीन फॉर्मेशन विल स्टार्ट. नाउ द second term which is given for gene is the muton, means ऐसे gene, these are also the smallest unit in the chromosome that can be changed by mutation, means ऐसे gene जो which undergo mutation and that they have the capacity to undergo the changes. So उनको ऐसे genes के segment को genes को हम बोलते हैं, जो chromosome पे smallest unit होती है उसको हम बोलते हैं muton. And this term muton was given by a scientist named Benzer in 1955. Now third term we can say is recon. Recons means these are the location within the gene. एक जीन के अंदर ये लोकेशंस हैं recon, which participate in recombination. अलग अलग तरह के नए नए कॉम्बिनेशंस बनाती हैं, इसलिए इनको हम यूनिट ऑफ रिकॉम्बिनेशन भी बोल सकते हैं ऐसे जीन्स को. एंड दे आर अगेन कॉइंड बाय Benzer. Now, as I told you earlier, that gene expresses itself in the form of protein. As we said that gene is made up of DNA, the DNA will convert into RNA, and that RNA will convert into protein. ये जो पूरा जो process है, this is so lengthy and but so interesting process. यही हम आगे पढ़ेंगे कि how gene express themselves, कौन कौन से उसमें proteins use होते हैं और कौन कौन सा protein का क्या क्या function है, how they are important for our life, how they are helping in the growth of an individual, how they are helping in the development of an individual. So this we are going to study in detail further in this topic, and as I said before that, we'll go in the detailed study of these small terms. Now we'll see what is DNA and what is what it is composed of. So the full form of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. मीन्स ऐसा न्यूक्लिक एसिड है ये जिसके जिसके पास ऑक्सीजन नहीं है, जिसके शुगर के पास ऑक्सीजन नहीं है, उसको हम डिटेल में देखेंगे. Deoxyribonucleic acid, the full form of DNA. The DNA is composed of two polynucleotide chains. Means, as I have shown you here, this is one chain and this is another chain. So one chain is the chain is known as polynucleotide chains. Polynucleotide chains means the chain which is formed of many nucleotides, and such chains, two chains, they are coiling around each other to form a double helix genetic instructions for the development, for functioning, growth and reproduction of all known organisms and many lives. Okay, and I think you can see something written within these chains, between these chains, and that is A, T, G, C. So these are the nucleotides which are making these chains. These are which are making these coils of the DNA. Now, what is nucleic acid? We are saying that DNA is a deoxyribonucleic acid. So we'll see deoxyribo kya hota hai, and nucleic acid we will also see. So first of all, we'll see what is nucleic acid. There was a Swiss scientist whose name was Friedrich Mescher, who discovered it in 1968, and Altman gave this term in 1989. Nucleic acid term was given by Altman. So these nucleic acids are biopolymers. Biopolymers means the polymers, bio means life, the polymers which are essential for life. And why they were named as nucleic acid? Because they were first discovered within the nucleus. एक न्यूक्लियस के अंदर वो मिले थे, that is why they are named as nucleic acids. Now there is a term which is also there is one more term which is known as nucleotides. Now what is this nucleotide? The nucleotides are made up of 5 carbon sugar, means the carbon sugar which has 5 carbon, and this the 5 carbon ring is known as furan ring. And the nucleotides are made up of, number 1, 5 carbon sugar, second, they are made up of phosphate groups, and third, they are made up of nitrogenous bases. Now we will see them in detail. Before we'll see the extra information, which is all living cells contain both DNA and RNA except mature RBCs. जो हमारे शरीर में mature RBCs होते हैं उनमें DNA RNA नहीं होते. Secondly, viruses जो हैं they contain either DNA और RNA. यूजली नॉट बोथ, दोनों ज़्यादातर नहीं होते, या तो DNA होगा उनके पास या RNA होगा. Now what happened? I used the term RNA here, which we did not discuss earlier. Now we'll see what is this RNA. When the life was originating, during the origin of life, there was a presence of one more nucleic acid, that is RNA. Ribo, RNA means ribo, R for ribo, and for Na means nucleic acid. Ribonucleic acid, which was formed during the origin of life, and this was formed with the help of virus named as retrovirus. And this retrovirus helped RNA to form a DNA by the process known as reverse transcription, या इसकी थ्योरी को हम टेमिनिज्म भी बोलते हैं. रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन कैसे होता है उसकी थ्योरी को वी कॉल टेमिनिज्म ऑल्सो. तो ये एग्ज़ाम में कई बार आ जाता है, सो प्लीज़ note down this one. Now this process where the RNA जो origin of life के time में present था, which was changing into DNA, it used some enzymes, and this enzyme is known as reverse transcriptase. और ऐसा आरएनए विच वाज डिपेंडेंट आरएनए डिपेंडेंट डीएनए पॉलीमरेज, मीन्स ऐसा डीएनए पॉलीमरेज जो आरएनए पे डिपेंड था डीएनए बनाने के लिए. सो दीज थिंग्स are very important to know that how this DNA came. It came from the RNA during the origin of life with the help of a retrovirus by the process reverse transcription and with the help of an enzyme known as reverse transcription क्रिप्टेज, और इसका दूसरा नाम है आरएनए डिपेंडेंट डीएनए पॉलीमरेज. नाउ जो हम न्यूक्लियोटाइड जो बोल रहे हैं, जो हम कह रहे हैं 3 तरह की चीज़ों के बने होते हैं, दैट इज़ 5 कार्बन शुगर, फॉस्फेट ग्रुप एंड नाइट्रोजिनस बेसिस. ये तीनों डीएनए और आरएनए के केस में थोड़े थोड़े डिफरेंट होते हैं. अब हम देखेंगे कैसे डिफरेंट होते हैं. अब फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विल टॉक अबाउट डीएनए न्यूक्लियोटाइड. न्यूक्लियोटाइड मीन्स ऐसी टर्म, डीएनए का ऐसी टर्म है जिसमें कि फॉस्फेट उससे अटैच्ड होता है. एक और टर्म होती है न्यूक्लियोसाइड, मीन्स ऐसा न्यूक्लिक एसिड जिसमें फॉस्फेट नहीं होगा, विदाउट फॉस्फेट. ठीक है. सो दिस sometimes these terms come as a, they ask their definition, what are nucleotides or what is the difference between a nucleotide and nucleoside. तो न्यूक्लियोटाइड वो होता है जिसमें all the 3 things जो अभी हमने ऊपर देखी थी, फॉस्फेट, शुगर, नाइट्रोजिनस बेसिस, ये सब प्रेजेंट होंगे न्यूक्लियोटाइड में. एंड साइड मीन्स वी कैन रिमेंबर लाइक दिस, दैट कि वो फॉस्फेट को साइड कर देता है, means that will be without phosphate. So DNA nucleotide में there are 3 things once again, that is phosphate जैसे कि हमने ऊपर देखा था, and nucleoside जिसमें कि phosphate नहीं रहता है, deoxyribose sugar and nitrogenous bases होते हैं. This phosphate is pentavalent, means इसके पास 5 वैलेंसी होती है इसकी, और इससे 4 ऑक्सीजन जुड़े होते हैं. एंड दीज ऑक्सीजन्स कैरी नेगेटिव चार्ज. इसीलिए ये जो फॉस्फेट ग्रुप होता है जो डीएनए का जो है या फिर आरएनए का, वो आउटसाइड, उसके बाहरी स्ट्रक्चर में होता है, आउटसाइड ऑफ द डीएनए, एंड दैट इज़ वाई द डीएनए इज़ नेगेटिवली चार्ज बिकॉज ऑफ दिस प्रेजेंस ऑफ दिस नेगेटिवली चार्ज ऑक्सीजन अटैच्ड विद द फॉस्फोरस. नाउ सेकेंड इज डीऑक्सीराइबोन्यूक्लियोसाइड, जिसमें हमने बोला 2 चीज़ें हैं, दैट इज़ डीऑक्सीराइबोस शुगर एंड नाइट्रोजिनस बेसिस. दिस शुगर, एज आई टोल्ड यू अर्लियर, इज़ अ 5 कार्बन रिंग विदाउट ऑक्सीजन एट C2. Like if I make the structure of this, it would be like although it will do this in detail later, but here I'll make you understand the roughly one. Like we are saying that this is 5 carbon ring, one, 2, 3, 4 and 4 से ही अटैच रहता है 5. We give them number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we are saying कि deoxyribose sugar in case of DNA द C2 जो है उसका है, उसके पास ऑक्सीजन नहीं है. ओके, C3 is normal, C1 is normal, both H and OH are present. C4 का एक तो H के साथ कनेक्टेड है, जॉइन है वो, मतलब H के साथ बॉन्ड बना रहा है, और दूसरा ये इधर CH2 OH होता है. सो this is the case of DNA or deoxyribose sugar, where at the second carbon there is no oxygen. That is why we are calling it deoxy. Means उसमें से oxygen eliminate हो गया है, remove हो गया है, ठीक है. Then there is what about the nitrogenous bases of DNA? They are of two types, that is purine and pyrimidine. इन सब का हम डिटेल करेंगे, बट अभी हम ऐसे मतलब आउटलाइन वी आर डूइंग सो दैट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि एक आगे जब टर्म्स आएंगी तो ये होते क्या हैं. प्यूरीन जो है 9, इसमें 9 रिंग्स होती हैं, 9 मेंबर्ड रिंग है. पिरामिडिन इन इज 6 मेंबर्ड रिंग, जो चाहे वो आरएनए के अंदर हो या डीएनए के अंदर हो, दोनों के अंदर सेम ही है. प्यूरिन्स 9 मेंबर्ड रिंग्स होते हैं, में 9 मेंबर्ड रिंग्स होती हैं, और पिरामिडिन जो है 6 मेंबर्ड रिंग्स होते हैं. तो प्यूरिन इन केस ऑफ डीएनए आर ऑफ 2 टाइप, दैट इज एडेनाइन एंड गुआनिन. And adenine is denoted by A, guanine is denoted by G, and then pyrimidine are of 2 types, that is thymine and cytosine. Thymine is denoted by T, cytosine is denoted by C. Now हमेशा जैसे अभी हमने ऊपर रिंग देखी थी, सॉरी इसका हेलिकल स्ट्रक्चर देखा था, there we saw here that, या मैं थोड़ा इसको इलेबोरेट करके लिख देती हूँ. हियर आई हैव रिटन जी, इसके अंदर जो न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स हैं वो ऐसे हैं, लाइक दिस दे आर कनेक्टेड. सो अभी हमने कहा था कि प्यूरिन ये 2 हैं इन केस ऑफ डीएनए, ए एंड जी, एंड पिरामिडिन ये 2 हैं. तो हमेशा एक प्यूरिन दूसरे पिरामिडिन के साथ अटैच होता है. तो एज इन केस ऑफ डीएनए वी सेइंग दैट देयर आर 2 पिरामिडिन्स, थाइमिन एंड साइटोसिन. अब ये मैंने बताया ऊपर कि 1 प्यूरिन इज अटैच विद अनदर पिरामिडिन. तो एडिनाइन जो प्यूरिन है वो थाइमीन के साथ हमेशा अटैच होगा इन केस ऑफ डीएनए, एंड दिस अटैचमेंट विल बी विद द हेल्प ऑफ डबल बॉन्ड. अब ये इसमें डबल बॉन्ड क्यों है और आगे इसमें देखेंगे ट्रिपल बॉन्ड क्यों है, वो भी हम डिटेल में करेंगे इनके जब स्ट्रक्चर्स देखेंगे. देन प्यूरिन जी, गुआनिन यानी जी is always attached with the pyrimidine cytosine, that is C, with the help of 3 bonds. Now if we see the case of RNA nucleotide, there again they'll have phosphate, same thing. The phosphate is pentavalent having valency of 5. Now ribonucleoside, that is it will not again have any phosphate. Then ribose sugar वो sugar होती है जिसमें C2 पर ऑक्सीजन प्रेजेंट है. One, two, three, 4, 5th carbon, and 1, 2, 3, 4th carbon, 5th carbon is this one. And we saying that at carbon number 2 oxygen is present, that is OH is there, and 3 and all they are same. Okay, so this is the case. Here we see at carbon number 2 oxygen is present, that is why that is ribose sugar, and this is deoxyribose sugar. As we see that at carbon number C there is no oxygen.